This meeting is being recorded.
Uh,
This meeting is being recorded.
which tradition that you refer to study more?
Which tradition I'd want to study more?
Mm-hmm.
Um, Probably Hinduism,
Okay.
because it's more like a set religion to me.
Okay.
All the other Eastern religions are like related to each other
I see.
in a way, so it's hard to draw the lines for each religion. Like we studied Confucianism or Shinto. For example, Shinto is influenced by Buddhism and Taoism also.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. If you study, especially, you will see there are differences, right?
Yeah, of
But it's
course.
the same
This is
time. Yeah,
mhm,
that's a tradition in the East.
yeah.
Somehow they mingle together.
Hmm.
So one person can claim themselves as Shinto, or that person can claim as Buddhist, and so forth. So
Yeah.
because of the religious syntheism, so there's no problem for them to claim uh, as the followers of several traditions.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless they are sincere practitioners, let's say Buddhists, they would focus on the study. Otherwise, for common people, they claim that's way. It's quite different from Muslim or from Christianity, right?
Yes.
Mm, yeah. In Muslim, you have two or three denomination, right?
There are two main denominations, which is Sunni and Shia, and
Okay.
then each of these divide into branches.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but not we don't have um, a lot of branches like Christianity, or I don't know any other religions that have too many branches. They have like thousands of different denominations.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have that. We have two main.
Mm-hmm. What's the main differences between these two traditions?
The main difference comes from the majority of all Muslims in the world belong to Sunni branch, which is it basically follows Prophet Muhammad's teachings, sayings along with the Quran.
Okay.
But Shias don't accept Muhammad's prophetship. You know,
Okay.
right? Does that make sense?
So they
Yeah.
just accept the Quran.
Yes, yes.
I
They
see.
accept the Quran, but they basically don't like Prophet Muhammad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So which traditions that requires women like you to cover the face?
Oh, both.
Or
It's
both?
both.
That's
It's in the
requirements.
Quran. Yeah, it's in the Quran.
But
So it's not an interpretation. It's in the religious text.
or
Text.
let's say like you in the state, right? You live in the state, and it's hard for you to practice that tradition, right?
It's actually not. It depends on where you live, but especially in Houston, Houston is a very diverse city, so
Mhm.
it's not really hard for me. And it even, I mean, draws attention. I mean, people pay attention to what you're saying, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah. But when you go out, you don't cover your face, right?
No, I don't cover my face,
What
never.
is the requirements in Muslim tradition? Is requirement for you to cover your face or optional?
No, it's not required. It's optional, and it's more like traditional. In Arabic countries, they
Mm.
cover the whole face and the hands,
Okay.
but your face and your hands, they don't have to be covered.
Ah, okay. So it's optional, huh?
Yeah, yeah, it's traditional. People think that it's a requirement because they see these major Arabic countries like Saudi Arabia or Egypt or anything,
Mm.
but it's their practice is more cultural than religious.
Yeah, once in a while, I see some Muslim lady who cover their face. It must be
Hmm.
not quite often.
Yeah, well, it's not very common to see it in the United States,
Hmm.
I guess.
Yeah, but it's common in the Middle East, right?
It depends. Well, I live in Turkey. I used to live in Turkey.
Ah,
They
okay.
don't really cover their faces. I mean,
Really?
everybody. Yeah, it's a very secular country.
Oh, okay.
So there are a lot of Muslim with no head covering.
Oh, okay.
It's yeah, but I think majority is in Arabic countries like Syria, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Lebanon. Maybe Lebanon is more like secular.
Okay. Mm.
Yeah.
So you feel that Hinduism is a little bit closer to you than other traditions?
Well, it's actually not.
Mhm.
Well, it's not close to Islamic tradition.
Mhm. So which one you feel among these seven traditions, they are totally different from your?
Um, there was one I'm not really sure which one was that, but they believe in one superior God. Which one was it?
Mhm. Uh, uh,
It's maybe it's
not
Taoism.
Jainism, not Taoism. Actually, Hinduism. Hinduism. They have they worship Brahma, but they think all gods come from Brahmans, from Brahma. Yeah.
Um,
So they believe in. At first, for the Westerner, they thought that Hinduism is politics uh, religions, but actually it's just what they call monotheist religion.
yeah,
hmm
yeah. I think that's since it's the major concept of Islam, like the monotheism. Um,
hmm
that's the one that I feel are close to.
Okay. So you share with your family members or friends about these seven traditions, or at least for your own knowledge.
Well, I share, of course, I share the things that I learn with them,
hmm
and it's interesting. I mentor a group of high school kids who are seniors,
Okay.
a nonprofit organization, and we were talking about religions and Islam and stuff. And then I told them the things that I learned from Eastern religions that are common with Islam. So it was an interesting discussion.
Okay. Which one? Which one is more common? Mm,
I think all of them, because they all have teachings that are universal ethics, like being honest, not hurting living things. They all have these in common. So these are the things that are in Islam as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's universal law,
Yeah,
right? No,
yeah. I
no
think all
killing,
religions. Yeah,
yeah, no killing, no stealing, no just misconduct, no lying, right? This is universal.
yeah,
Yeah, otherwise, the nation would not survive up to now, right? In
yeah,
modern times, right?
yeah.
Be outdated, yeah, for
Mhm.
the modern age people. And what else beside ethics? What else that you find their commons?
Um, well, before I took this class, I didn't know that there are specific times that people worship to gods or pray.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know. I just thought that these religions are just a way of life, like go with the flow, be one with the universe and stuff. But they actually have like temple structures, temple settings, and special times and special places to worship. So
Yes,
it was something in common that we have.
yeah, especially in the East, we based on lunar calendar, right?
Yeah, it's the same in Islam.
Really?
Yeah.
You get based on lunar calendar too?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So what is your new year?
Um, when was it? I know the name, Islamic name, yeah, Arabic name. I think it was like 2 months ago. Yeah, it was 2 months ago.
Oh, really? So
Yeah,
in September?
yeah,
Oh, that's New Year.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, we have Western New Year, January the first, right? But
Hmm.
for the East, like Taoism, Confucianism, and even especially in the East, we based on the lunar calendars. So depend upon the lunar calendars, we may have different day for the new year. So
Yeah. So,
next year will be, I think, January the 24th.
yeah.
This is right. No, I'm sorry. So no. February the 4th. So depends. Sometime toward the end of January, the first week of February.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same. It sometimes it changes. The dates change because the lunar calendar is a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, it depends on the time. For example, we have the month of Ramadan that we fast the whole month, and the date of that changes 10 days every year.
Oh, really?
Let's say it's at the beginning of June this year, then it's 10 days earlier next year. It's 10 days earlier every year.
Okay, that's interesting. Mm. Mm. So after this class, you are religious minor, right? A major.
Major.
Major. So, so next semester, how many religious classes you need to take?
I'm also minoring in sociology, so I'm gonna take sociology classes too.
Okay.
I'll probably take 2 or 3 religious studies classes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so have you taken any Christian tradition yet?
I haven't checked my degree plan, updated degree plan, but I might have to.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
But I might not have to, because there's a field in degree plan that says Abrahamic religions like Judaism, Islam, and Christianity.
Oh, okay, including. Okay, I see.
Yeah, they're all um, together. So I took Judaism classes, like several Judaism classes before.
Okay.
Maybe I might be satisfied in that field.
Okay. So you want to be religious study to professors, or you want to move on different field?
Um, I'll probably stay in the same field, but maybe in a more specific content. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about Jewish studies because
Okay.
it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's good that somehow university students provide the chance for students to have bachelor degree in religious study, right?
yeah,
Very rare in Houston, right?
yes,
Except you go to some Catholic or Christian school, they focus on Christian traditions a lot.
yes,
Yeah, but in Houston, at University of Houston, we are so blessed that we offer that degree, right? BA degree in the religious study that you can study the wide range of religions.
yeah.
Lesson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm. Mm. So far, my classes feel easy to compare with other classes, or in middle.
Um, I think in the middle it's not really easy because there are a lot of homeworks.
Okay. I
Um,
actually I simplifies a lot. Starting from this semester, I just require you guys to do one reading response, one comment, one person. But last semester, I require my students to do 2 reading responses.
that's a lot.
Yeah, but actually, cut it half. It's shorter. And I double it. It's the same for me. It's the same, but for the student, it seems to them that it's too much for them. But actually, for me, it's just the same.
Hmm. Well, it was a little hard to adapt at first because
Mm-hmm.
a lot of homeworks to do, but now it's easier because I know which homeworks I have each day.
Mm-hmm.
Class of mine has a routine homework that I have every week.
Mm-hmm.
I know these two classes homework and assignments
It's
every
no
week.
surprise. No surprise. So
Yeah,
as much as you follow the pattern, you'll be set, right?
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
can schedule my time according to the days.
Mm. Where did you go for interview report? I
Um,
forgot. You went. Oh, I'm sorry. You went to that Buddhist temple, right?
yeah, I told before.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You learn a lot from them.
Yeah, I was lucky because I talked to a monk. He came to the U.S. 4 months ago, so it was easier for him to compare United States and Thailand in like
Oh.
religious context. Yeah.
Oh, you visit that center for several times before?
Yeah.
I see. Because your house is close to that place.
Yeah, it's really close. And I was, even before this class, I was curious. Like, I used to see it on the way.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was just like a, I don't know, cultural center. Then I Googled it, and it's a meditation center.
I
I
see.
wanted to visit. Yeah. Yeah,
So
some of the monks don't speak English, but yeah, some.
next to that center is a Hindu center, right?
No, it's a Buddhist
No, I
center.
know, I know. Next to that Buddhist center, the center that you went there
Mhm.
is the Hindu center. I mean, the next one. It's on Belfort, right?
Yeah, it's on Belfort, but I didn't see a Hindu temple.
Oh, okay.
There
Um,
was a Hindu temple in Stafford, the one that I told you, like a white big building.
yeah, yeah. That's a still famous one.
Yeah, it's not really close.
Hmm. Yeah.
I've been there before too, several times.
Yeah. Some of my students went there and wrote the report, but no one interviewed them yet. Mm.
Yeah, because it's hard to find their monks in the site. They're not usually there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I asked them before, and they were like, they're praying in the back or something.
Oh, okay. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Oh, let me see here.
I think we don't have much people today, right?
Oh, it's up to them. It's up to them. It's just 10 points. If they want to come, they get 10 points. If they don't want, this is their choice. It's not my choice. Mm.
Do we have two more people?
What's that?
Do we have two more people right now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think they will come soon. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see here. Um, yeah, and so far you do pretty good. You have one of the highest score up to now.
Hmm.
Mm.
Maybe some people think that this class is canceled today.
Hi, Sarosa. Can you hear me, Sarosa? Can you hear me, Sarosa?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. How you been?
Good, busy.
Busy? Are you in the dorm?
No, I'm at home.
You at home? Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm. Can you stay back so that I can talk with you about your rate, Sarosa?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Hi, Crystal. Can you hear me?
Hi.
I cannot see you. Can you turn on the cam?
Yeah, I'm just trying to see how I do it. Hold on, give me 1 second. I was trying to do it through my computer, but it's not letting me. So let me try to do this. I don't know what's going on.
Hmm.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. You ready for your final presentation?
I believe so. I've already worked on a lot of the videos, and Pauline and I have been just doing that and
Will you
going.
do? Will you do online? You do in class?
Pardon me?
Will you do the final presentation in class?
No, I'm not doing it in class. I thought we had posted online.
Oh, okay. Hmm. Let me see. Let me check out who will do that.
When is the presentation online? Like what day?
In class, I think November 29, the end of this month.
Oh, okay, great, great. Great to know.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, it's because all my other classes have kind of ended, so I didn't know if I had to go back to campus. But okay, I will get that done. I'll put it on my calendar.
Hi, Pauline. How you been? Can you hear me, Pauline? Can you hear me, Pauline?
Yes,
So how you been?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Okay, here. Final presentation. Well, I have Fatma and Sarosa. At the beginning, you sign up for in-class presentation. Sarosa, you want to do what you keep up with in-class presentation? Sarosa?
No, I think we were doing it separately.
Okay. No, I mean that can you do in-class presentation by yourself?
Oh, no, I prefer to do it online.
Oh, really? Okay. Hmm. Pauline, you want to do in class?
Oh no, Pauline's with me. Oh,
Oh
unless you want
yeah.
to present it.
No, I had already finished our video.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You paused online yet, or you still working on?
No, I'm still adding the finishing touches. Like I wanted to add more information onto the slides of our video, but we pretty much finished it.
Yeah, we're basically done.
Okay.
It's so extra. Pauline, I can't see you. Where you at? Oh, I see you now, girl.
Let me see here. Miss Sun, can you stay back after class? Rosan, can you stay back after class? I'd like to talk with you about your grade. All right.
Okay.
Rosan?
Hi.
Yeah. Okay.
Go away.
Did you say Crystal too, or no?
Let's say you's okay, but
Go.
I think you missed some classes, no, some homework. So I can try to catch up with that. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Did I really? I know I
Huh?
haven't done. I know I haven't done what's due today, but other than that, I should be good.
Okay. All right. That's why I don't call your name.
Oh, thank you, sir. You scared me.
Okay. I just asked the one who has low score to stay back and talk with them then. Okay. Let's see. Not yet. Wow, we have some student. Um, Hi Taylor, how you been?
Hello.
How you been?
I'm great. How about yourself?
Good. Do you want to do in-class presentation at the end of this month?
Oh, no, sir.
No. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Karina, you want to do Karina?
Hi.
Huh?
You had a question?
Yeah. You want to do in-class presentation?
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Oh,
I can do
good.
that.
Let me write your name, okay? All the students they back out. Okay. I don't know why they scared. Yeah. It's just let's see. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, George, can you hear me, George?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, can you stay back for me, please? Okay.
All right.
Yeah, stay back so that I can talk with you about your grade because today is the last online meeting and you need to catch up with all things, okay?
All right.
Yeah. Let's see. Um, you want to do in-class presentation, George?
No, I'm doing it with Tristan online. I'm gonna turn it online.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so it's time now. Let me start. Okay. So today is the last session. That's the fourth session that we have online meeting. Especially, I just want to review with you guys about what you learned. So we learned Taoism and Confucianism, right? Recently, right? So how much you like these two traditions? Listen, you learn
Yes.
a lot from these two traditions, Taoism and Confucianism.
Did I learn a lot?
Mm-hmm.
I guess. I don't know.
Let me put this way. Sorry. One of the Confucius principle is that what you call filial piety, right?
Yes.
Why so important in Confucianism? Why?
Why is it important?
Why?
I heard about this.
You can speak Chinese, right?
No, I'm not Chinese.
I'm sorry. Sorry, I apologize. Yeah.
Why is it important?
Why?
It's important to help keep like your community balanced. Keep the community and family life and everything balanced.
But I mean that can you define what does this mean? What's the meaning of filial piety in Confucianism? What's the meaning?
I can't define it.
Okay, how about Pauline? What's mean by filial piety?
It's like respecting your elders, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they value like ancestry and just like treating your parents and older like older lineages better and just showing your like appreciation for them. It's kind of like a core value.
So why so important in the Confucian society? Why so important? That's one of the core of Confucian. Why? Why so important than others? The principle. Why? It starts from family, community, and society.
Yeah. From my interpretation of the text with in regards like filial piety is like it's kind of like they see it as part of like their history or kind of like how they continue to grow, because if you don't appreciate like the people that came like or the ancestors before you that kind of like laid down the foundation for like your growth, then there isn't like really any family community type of value, like if you don't understand like why your ancestors understood or was able to like experience the life that they did, then you wouldn't be able to apply like what they've learned to your life either, because they have like wisdom for you to learn.
About Karina, can you elaborate more? Why that principle, the filial piety, is so important, or as the core teaching of Confucianism? Why?
Well, first and foremost,
Can you
it
speak
is
up, please?
very
Sorry. Can you speak? Try to speak. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead, Karina.
Can you hear me a little bit better?
Yeah, yes, it's good. Yeah, try. Yeah, that's
Okay.
good.
So filial piety, it's a very organized set
Okay.
of principles. It's a
Okay.
very organized manner of thinking. And it aligns really well with the governmental structure that was in place in China during that time.
Mm-hmm.
So it helps certain behaviors and thoughts to filter down through all levels of society.
Okay.
And I'm not sure how to articulate it fully, but it helps to organize the thoughts that you have towards others.
Okay. About Taylor, do you have any more points, any more opinions about why filial piety is so important? That is the core, one of the core teaching of Confucianism. It starts from family, community, and society. Why? Why so important?
I thought it was so important because it helps like establish the relationship for future generations to kind of continue on the tradition. So it helps establish like I guess I don't know how to put it exactly, but it sets the standard for generations to come. So if you're brought up realizing this and believing this, you can pass this on to your children. They can pass it on to their children, and hopefully preserve the like the way of life for generations to come.
Mm-hmm. But can you elaborate more, or can you explain more how his work in
How
in
like how you're supposed to show, besides like showing your parents respect and appreciating their religion, or
Okay. And what else?
I'm not sure. I don't know what your the specifics that you're searching for. I'm sorry.
How about Crystal? Crystal, you have any idea? Remember?
On what? Sorry.
Yeah. Any idea why what's the functions of filial piety in Confucianism? Why so important?
The what? I'm sorry, I can't hear you a lot.
Filial piety. That means you need to respect your parents at home, elders at home, and why so important?
Oh, why it's so important to respect your parents and honor them?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's important because it all comes back to your values at home. And so if you know how to respect your parents and know the history and stuff like that, it all comes back to involve to like, oh, your ancestries and the way you treat others. It all comes back to how much you respect and honor your elderlies. And so then you can treat others that way. And that's why I think it's a very peaceful culture, just because it starts from home. It starts from the respect of your elderlies, your parents, and knowing like your place in society, knowing like there's people above you and that you must honor them and respect them throughout everything, every religion, culture, just in general. Just knowing where you stand helps you realize like where you stand in the society.
Okay, how about Sir Rosa? You have an idea, Sir Rosa? How about Amber? You got 10 extra points yesterday, right? Sorry, Tuesday, right? For the Kahoot, right? So hopefully you get that extra point today too, right, Amber?
Hopefully, yeah.
Okay, so get back to my question. You know, right now the Chinese communists, they advocate the feudal parties in this communist country. You know why? Why they advocate this principle, the feudal parties principle?
I think so. Like when you're growing up, you're taught to like, obey your parents, your elders, and all that. But once you're like an adult and everything, it can go into like modern society as far as like being, how do you say it? Like, I wouldn't like say exactly conforming, but in a sense, it kind of just like they want you to be a part of society. And I feel like Confucianism is more of like praying to your ancestors and also doing well in like social settings. So that's how I see it.
How about Anne? So filial parties, what do you think? Is this applicable in this modern age or update?
Could you say that again, please?
Yeah, I mean that filial piety, that means you need to respect, right? Is this applicable in this modern age or is it outdated?
Oh, the filial.
Filial piety.
Oh, yes, I do think it is applicable because young people always have to respect their elders because their elders have lived longer. They have more experience, and they always have something that they can teach.
Okay.
So young people should always respect them and never take their words for granted.
Okay. And you know why the Chinese communists they advocate this principle? Actually, you know, during their cultural revolution in the 70s, they destroys all of the religious symbols, centers, textbook. But now they advocate the principle of filial piety. Why? You know why? Instead of destroying them, instead of ignoring them, now they advocate those Confucius principle. You know why?
I think it's because it also goes into, it doesn't only say to respect parents or anything, but also to respect rulers and people that are in power.
Mm-hmm.
So communist leaders always want more power. They want total control.
Mm-hmm.
So they will advocate for a religion that justifies for it.
Yeah, wow, that's smart. That's the way. Right. So basically, you know, filial piety at home. You expect to you require to respect your parents, elders, and in community, yeah, again, you respect the elders one, but at the social level, yeah, you need to follow the norms, follow the rules, uh, the laws of society, especially the Chinese communists. They try to control the public, so they utilize this principle to uh, to keep up with their power, right? Okay. So this is one thing that I want to mention that is so important. And now one more thing I want to ask you guys: why did Confucius why didn't Confucius mention about afterlife? Confucius, he reject to discuss about the afterlife, like in Hinduism, in Buddhism, in Jainism, and so forth. This tradition talk about afterlife. As I say, after someone passed away, they have some kind of theories, a principle, or whichever for people to follow. But in Confucianism, especially for him, Confucius, he didn't talk about that. Who know why? Karina, you know why?
So I understand that they have a certain level of obligation, the spirits of those who have passed, but I think there was also a healthy understanding that you need to not be super involved with those same spirits. So I think they kind of create a healthy distance from them.
Okay.
I think there was a mention of this in the textbook. I'm not sure I caught it though.
Mm-hmm.
Like the definite answer to that question, I'm not sure if I caught it.
Mm-hmm. But they advocate worshiping ancestors, right? They don't talk much about afterlife, but they encourage people to worship the ancestor, right? Miss Sun, you know why?
No, I don't know why they do that.
No. Okay. Anyone? Tyler, you don't understand why? Why Confucius didn't talk about afterlife at all, but he advocates or he encouraged people to worship ancestor. Why is that?
I don't know the exact reasons why, but I remember he had the quote that we don't know how to serve man. How do we know how to serve the afterlife? Yeah. Okay.
That's one of his quote, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyone know? How about Pauline? You know why? Why he didn't want to talk about afterlife at all, but he encouraged people to worship ancestors. Why? Pauline?
I honestly don't know the answer to that because when studying it, it's like it seems like it's more of like he's focused on what you do in the present, but appreciating the past is not something like that he aligns with, like, oh, the afterlife, because like that's like talking about like things like reincarnation and stuff, and just like what is like in the beyond. I think he takes it more of like in a societal manner. Like he uses it as like a mechanism for people to continue to learn, not to like learn about where you're going to go after. And that's why you do the good things that you do, but you do the good things that you do in your life because it's like a choice and it's like a principle. It's a moral principle that you live by. And I feel like he was more like philosophical than he was like in regards to like religion in its manner, like, oh, I only do good things because I want to go to heaven.
Okay.
So,
About
yeah.
Fatma, what do you think? Yeah, what do you think? Why? Well, he just focus on the moral aspect, not the afterlife and reincarnation. Why?
I'm not sure. I didn't really. I don't remember much about it.
Okay. How about Anne? What do you think?
I'm not sure if this will answer the question, but I did read somewhere that he didn't really, I don't know how to say it, believe in death per se, because the spirit never really dies. It just continues on. And so he doesn't really focus on death because there technically is no death. It's just the body dies or something like that.
All right. Roseanne, you know why?
It could be because they believe in supernatural beings. So, like, if we think there's heaven and hell, then we might think that we'll be punished for something later. But if we do something wrong, they believe that there's ghosts, there's God, there's immortals that will punish us in some supernatural way.
Anyway, so let me sum up. Yeah, thanks, Pauline. You mentioned correctly. Yeah, he more in line with philosophy, morality, than talking about the afterlife or reincarnation. So one more question I want to move further. That you remember in Confucianism, they talk about sorry. They talk about after when someone passed away, there's two. Once go down to the round. One soul go down to the round. One soul go to the ancestral tablet. You guys remember that two terms? Remember the terms? Someone according to Taoism, right? When someone passed away, one soul go to the coffin or stay in the ground, and one soul from that person go to the ancestral tablet. You remember two terms? Who remember that? No? Home and Paul. Remember that? You guys remember that? Karina?
I do.
Yeah. Can you elaborate more about that? Two terms?
So there are two segments of the human soul. One is aligned with like yin, the other is associated with yang, kind of. And then one, after when a person dies, one half of their soul returns back to their ancestral tablets, and it's not necessarily considered like heaven or paradise, but it goes back to like a peaceful place. And then the other half of their soul remains with the physical body in the ground, presumably. Or some people also believe that that part of the soul descends into hell, possibly to atone for bad transgressions in their life. But not everyone agrees on that. That's just some philosophical stance on it.
Okay. So that's why they have that kind of theories. That's why they emphasize on on worshiping ancestors, right? Okay, so let's see here. So this week we start to study Shinto, right? So we don't have much time to talk about Shintoism today. All right, so again, I just mentioned briefly some important points about Taoism and Confucianism, so that you can remember. And yeah, and before I move on, so remember on this on November 29, right? We will have the in-class final presentation, and some of you would draw your in-class presentation, and so have Karina. How about Amber? You sign up at the beginning of the semester. Would you do in-class presentation, Amber?
No, I'm gonna send it online.
Oh, really? Okay. About the let's see here. All right. Okay. Trang, you sign up for in-class presentation. You keep up, Trang? You keep up with that? Okay. Okay, so we have another one. Zania. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, that's fine. So please remember, okay, today is the last online meeting, and I think you guys have to catch up with the class if you miss your assignment. Okay. I don't subtract the late submissions, but still, it's for your own benefit, and don't wait for last minute to submit them, because I need to submit your rate on time. Okay. So any question before I move on? And the person I could call you, I could call your name: Roseanne, George, Sun, Miss Crispin. You here? No. Kristen, can you stay back, please? Kristen, right? Can you hear me? Kristen, right? And George. Okay, so please stay back. I need to talk with you about your rate. Okay. Anyway, so any more question about the class?
No. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I was the whole time. Sorry. I finally can talk.
Excuse me?
Sorry, it was mute the whole time. I thought I was talking this whole time and I was talking to myself.
Oh, okay. All right. So let me go back to the Kahoot. Okay. After the Kahoot, you if the one I don't call your names, you're welcome to go. But if I just mentioned your name, please stay back. Okay, so that I can discuss your rate. Okay. So this is the last chance for you to get extra credits now. Okay. Let's see here. Let me turn on. And so again, please use your cell phone, okay, to log in with your first name and last name, so that I keep this as attendance. Okay. So this is the one that review Taoism and Confucianism. Okay. Please enter your first name and last name clearly, so that I can keep this at record for attendance. Even if you don't want to play, just enter your names, so that I can keep record of your attendance. Just 10 points, okay? Yeah. Otherwise, if you don't enter the names here, I could not remember that you attend today, okay? Anyone missing? Anyone missing before I It start. When it starts, I can get back. Okay. Anyone missing? That's all. Okay. So you guys ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Woo! I'm ready to win today.
Okay. Some are hard question and some easy one. The classes of poetry could compare to what in the Bible? Book of James, Book of Psalm, Book of Peter, Book of John. The classes of poetry that's belong to vertical pies classes book. Oh wow, Nap, you got correctly. Wow, that's good then.
I
Who
have
is
the
the
Bible
top?
right here.
Tyler. Wow, that's great. You like quick. Good. All right, next one. Sun Tzu, a disciple of Confucius, believed that human nature is what? Good, neutral, moral, bad. Which one? Wow. Yeah, he believed in. He believed that human nature is bad. It's opposite with Menses, right? This is two more Confucius students. Yeah. Okay, Pauline, that's good.
Okay,
How does not relate to what? What? Harmless, formless, and limitless, static progress, the way of transformation and nature, the cosmic laws, and so forth. Which one? Does not relate to. Wow, yeah, scientific progress. So they don't value the scientific progress. They want to go with the flow. They want to go with the nature of life. 10 you got right. Yeah. Okay, Pauline, good. Keep up, Pauline.
First year point.
Okay, according to Taoism, Laozi has several incarnations except what? Okay, except what? Read carefully. Counselor of ancient kings, a mission savior for the mass, an incarnation of Buddha. Wow, only one of you got right. Yeah, in incarnation of Zanzi. That's not his incarnation. Okay. Wow, Pauline, you feel good. Keep up, okay? Next one. In Taoism, the three vital forces of a body do not include what? Bone marrow, essence, spirit, breath. It's easy questions. So which one? It's easy question. Yeah, wow, 11 you got right. Yeah, bone marrow. This is nonsense, right? So the three vital forces in the body, according to Taoism, are essence, spirit, breath. Yeah. Tyler, wow, good then. Keep up, okay, Tyler. Next one. What are the first and the second steps in the red learning? It's not easy. Investigation obtains acquired knowledge. Investigation apply acquired knowledge. Investigation of cosmos acquired knowledge. Investigation obtains acquired wisdom. Which one? It's not easy question. Yeah, the first one. Investigation things acquire knowledge. That's the trip you got right. Tyler, wow, that's good. Keep up, Tyler. The essential components of Taoist sacred texts do not include, right? Do not include what? Liberation techniques for achieving ecstasy, asceticism, practice for achieving longevity or immortality. Wow, liberation. Yeah, only one of you got right. Yeah, they don't mention much about liberation. Yeah, they want to practice to have a long life, achieve ecstasy, and so forth, right? Wow, Taylor, good then. Keep up, okay, Taylor. Question number 8. Tao Te Ching, the heart of Taoism, Does not emphasize on. Does not emphasize on what? The importance of taking no action contrary to nature, transcending and liberating the soul. Give an example of the ways of taking such love. Make reference to methods of 5 you got transcending and liberating the soul. Remember, related to the last question, right? They don't mention much about liberation of the soul. All right, so that they're not emphasize on. All right, so next one. Wow, Taylor, keep up, okay. Number 9, Taoist priest can summon and command the multitude of spiritual beings, except what? It's not easy. It's not easy question, okay. Read carefully before you punch the answers. Wow. Oh, yeah, to transcend the spirit. Yeah, they can summon and command the multitude of spiritual beings, but not transcend the spirit. They cannot have the spirit to be liberated. All right, that's what's meaning. Wow, Taylor. Wow, you're top. So, okay, the last question. Keep up, okay, Taylor. Right. Trying to believe that complexities of the universe evolve from what? From what? It's not easy question again. From what? Wow, yeah, from simplicity of the cosmos, right? So even if you look at the universe, it's so complicated, but actually it evolved. According to Chuan Tzu, he believes it comes from the simplicity of the cosmos. That's all. Let's see who will be the top. Taylor, congratulations, right? Taylor, you got 10 points, and Pauline, you got 5 points, and Karina, you got 3 points. The rest, sorry, you have nothing. Okay. Okay. But that's just extra points for you guys. Okay. Anyway, so that's great that you guys got some information and knowledge about new conditions. Alright, so I hope that you guys ready for your final presentations. Who will do final presentation with your partner? Who? Who will do the final presentation with other people, with other students? Most of you will do by yourself. Right? Okay. Anyway, so remember, let me go back here. November 28, right? 29, sorry. Thursday, November 29. You guys remember the room number? I think they changed the room number, right? Let me see here. I need to check out with the room number. Oh, okay. Let's see here. Let me go back here. Yeah, I think they changed the room number. Oh, please remember M104. Is that the room we met at the beginning of the semester? Probably not, right? M.
Could you repeat that? You said M like mom?
Yeah, M the mother, M the mom.
Okay. What building is that? McElhenney?
Huh?
What building is that?
Let me check it out. Let me check where is that. I think let me see here. Yeah. That's mean okay. Make Hinny Ho.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah. McHenny. McHenny. Ho.
McElhenney?
Yeah. Okay.
McElhenney.
Yeah. How can you say that? Room. How can you say that hole?
McElhenney. It's McElhenney.
McElhenney?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So room 104. Okay. This November the 29th. That's Thursday between 11:30 to 1. Okay. All right. So that's the last meeting we have. So you can get 10 points for the meeting. Okay. All right. Any question for me? Any more question? So if you don't have any question, and the one I call your name, please stay back. The rest, if I don't call your name, you're welcome to go. Okay. All right. Thank you. So see you on November 29th. Room. Yeah. Room 104. Okay. So let's see. Let me start first. Rosan.
Yeah.
You know my number. Can you call me?
Oh, I forgot. I didn't save it.
What's that?
I didn't save your number.
All right. Okay. 832.
832.
863.
863.
1861.
1861.
All right, call me. So I will mute the conversation here. I talk with you. The rest, please stay back and wait for me. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me mute this here. Okay. Okay. Hi, Miss Sung. Can you call me, please?
Oh, what's the number?
And other one, please write my number too. 832 832 863 1861.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so Rosa, can you call me, please?
Yeah.
Hi, Josh, can you call me, please? Josh, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, call me,
Can
please.
you just call your number one more
Oh,
time?
okay. We can talk here. That's okay because only you here. Yeah, we
Oh,
can talk
okay.
here. Everyone left, so I can talk to you here. Let me see your rating.
All right.
Okay, so you have 159, 158, right?
You said what?
Up to now, you have okay. Yeah. Let's see. You missed the title, right? You missed the title. You missed the field trip report, right? You miss interview report.
Oh, wait. The field trip. Okay, okay. Because I thought I turned that in already, but
No, I don't see
okay,
anything.
okay,
I don't see anything. You did the group presentation. You miss it's actually interview report and future reports is the most is about 80 points for both of them, right? So that's a big score for you.
okay,
Okay.
okay.
So have you gone into any center yet?
For the field trip, you know, I came to your temple,
Oh,
and
okay. I can write
and
about that.
yeah,
You went to my
that's
center?
the huh?
You went to my center?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
For the extra points too. So
Yeah. That's good. You get 15 extra points. You
yeah.
you went once or twice.
We say that again.
You went to my place one time or two or twice.
2 times.
Or two
2 times.
times? Okay. So
Yes.
you got 30 extra points. So
Yes.
write your field trip report about my place. Make sure to include the picture. Okay.
Yes. I actually have pictures too. Yes.
Okay. And interview report. Try to make arrangement. You have only 2 more weeks to go. Okay.
Okay.
You have in mind any center you want to go to interview them?
Yes, there's this one that is close to my place. I just don't remember the exact name. Um, but I found out about it like last week, and
Okay.
I've been trying to find time to go there and interview somebody. But it's right around like Westheimer,
Oh, okay.
like 3 miles away.
Which tradition? Hinduism, Buddhism, or what?
It's Buddhism.
Oh, okay. West Hammer.
Yeah, like no, I don't know if it's exactly Westheimer, but it was, that's like where I live, so
Okay.
is about 3 miles away.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's good. So future report and individual reports cost you 80 points. Okay. So and all the paper too. Okay. Oh, the title and outline for your final presentation too. Okay.
Okay, all right. And I turned in all the essays from the last time. I don't know if you remember.
Um.
I sent it as an email. The first attempt, it was like uh, the report about no the feedback I got from you was, you
Oh.
know most of them were like copied from the internet, so I
Mm-hmm.
rephrased every one of them and I
Okay.
sent it back to you.
Okay. Can you forward to me one more times? Okay, because
Okay,
I'm so busy to grade all the students' paper, right? Instead of going back to check with your guy again. Okay.
all
So
right.
email to me.
I'm right now I'm in school and I don't have my computer, so when I get home I'll forward it back to you again.
Okay. All right. So keep up. I mean, that's the working on your interview report and your field trip report. Okay.
All right.
And how about the final topic? What do you want to talk about?
Me and Tristan,
Mm-hmm.
we are contemplating on two topics. Is about chi.
Mm-hmm. I see.
Yeah, it's like that's the topic. It's like the energy. I
Okay.
believe it's about energy. So
Mm-hmm.
it's either that or we're gonna meet up and talk about something else. But that's where we're at right now.
Okay, but remember, every one of you has to submit different outline, okay? Because you guys will talk in different session, right?
Okay.
All right, you guys cannot send the same topic outline and so forth, okay?
Okay. So if we're to be talking about one topic, is it that we will talk about two different outlines about it,
Yeah,
or?
uh-huh. Because you
Okay.
like cannot do things at the same time or this everything will be the same. No, I have to give you guys the grade. Even
Okay.
you are working together, like part A, part B, right? You write out, you put down the outline for part A, and that person put down the outline for part B. Even you
Okay.
have the same topic, okay?
All right.
And you need to
No.
have the abstract, introduction, conclusion, okay?
All right.
Okay. All right, so keep up, okay? You have only 2 weeks to go, okay? So don't wait for last minute to jump, okay?
All right. Sure thing.
All right, so let me know anything if you did have, okay?
All right. Thank you.
All right, so thank you, goodbye.
Goodbye.